Once upon a time, one man spent large portions of his free time binge playing Kerbal Space Program. This series is the result. Alright, here we are, coming up on our Eeloo encounter. And we are a few hours away. There we go. Alright, 20 minutes from our Eeloo encounter. Here we go. And there it is. Alright. Now, first thing we need to do, slow down. I'm really hoping that we have enough time to actually slow down during this encounter here. So, go this way, burn like this. And basically, yeah, we are just gonna be full throttle in reverse, hoping to slow ourselves from those interplanetary speeds. Now, I'm not actually sure where Eeloo is. Looking around, don't quite see it yet. On the map mode, I can't really see it either. Oh, there it is. That must be it. Alright, so I need to burn down a lot, because we have a very high Eeloo periapsis. We're going to want to bring that down very quickly. And it looks like actually our periapsis is getting farther away, so we are going to be able to slow ourselves down nicely. At least I think so. Alright, again, it's just long burns. We actually, on the way out here, oh hey, I can see Eeloo. It is right there by the tip, underneath the tip of our rocket there. You can sort of see it better when I move the camera. But anyway, I think that's Eeloo. Looks like it. Yeah, that's gotta be. Alright, anyway, we gotta bring down our periapsis. When we were coming out here, we actually did fly somewhat close to Joule, but not quite close enough for me to see it just looking around, so I didn't stop to show you that. But anyway, we are coming nicely in here and not using up too much of our fuel so far to do so. Let's time warp a bit, because we've found that that's stable enough. And basically, yeah, I am going to just hopefully bring down this periapsis, as well as slow ourselves down. And look at how long they have been out in space. It's been quite a while, considering they had to wait in orbit for the ship to be refueled, and then for our Eeloo encounter. But anyway, as we bring this down, I'm going to continue to do that, and I will bring you guys back once we are getting closer to being captured. Okay, here we go. I've got a trajectory that I like so far, and so I'm going to time warp a bit down closer to our periapsis. Here we go. Let's get about there, and I'll start burning a little bit. I don't know if this is actually the most fuel efficient way of doing this. It's probably not. But either way, that's what I'm gonna do. I just hope I have enough fuel to eventually get back. If you look here, that's what we are working with. So depending on how much fuel this all takes, we could be in a little bit of trouble, and we may have more Kerbals staying on Eeloo permanently than we had expected. can see, we are starting to drop substantially now, but again, that fuel is getting very low. So even despite our massive refueling, I don't know that this is going to be good enough. Maybe that interplanetary stage will do its job and be very fuel efficient for the return trip. I don't know. Actually, okay, that is full at least, so that's good. We have that stage full. Let's cut the engine now and warp all the way up to our periapsis. Right here. And now start burning again and kill the rest of this interplanetary velocity off, and then we'll have orbit. Alright, still doing fine, I think, on fuel. You'll see here later that our lander actually is going to detach a lot of stuff before we're bringing it back. So we're going to be pretty light for our return trip, but it's still going to be iffy, I think, whether or not we have enough fuel for it. So here we go, and boom, captured. Alright, that is awesome. Let's bring our orbit way down, like that. Okay, now, I'm going to want to do some slight corrections, like that, and then like that. Alright, there we go. I think that's a good first burn. We'll just do this right there. So let's find our maneuver node. Whoops, let's get out of time warp. Okay, this is empty as well. We are now officially out of our orange tanks of fuel. Alright, that will be interesting. Either way, I would like to I would like to leave this on so I could keep the RCS on this interplanetary stage. The reason for that is because I'm going to have to eventually dock it back to the lander. So, with that in mind, let's warp up now. 30 minutes away. Right there is good enough. Let's just do this burn quickly. Come on, come on. Bring our periapsis down even a little bit more. There we go. That's fine. And we'll get rid of that maneuver node. Alright. Now I'm going to have to think about this and decide what I want to do with this tank. And also Fraps is causing me to lag a little bit either way, so I'll be right back. Okay, well, I have decided that I think the best thing to do is going to be to decouple this and just ditch it right here. So, after that, we can continue the process once we get a little bit of distance from the tank. We can, oops, I am lagging again here for some reason because of Fraps. So again, I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I decided to ditch the orange tank in orbit here, and now I think it is time to continue the process of lowering our orbit here. So let's bring that down, and we'll park this in a very, very low orbit around Eeloo. I am really hoping I have enough fuel to get back, but I'm not the most optimistic at this point. We'll see how it goes, though, I guess. There we go. Bring that down. I'd say right about 50 would be, actually, bring it even lower, 30. 30 is sufficient. And let's time warp around to that. I'll just add a maneuver there so that I can watch the timer, because if you watch this, you are very likely to miss your periapsis, because you go a lot faster once you get down there. Alright, now we gotta turn ourselves around. Luckily, this thing doesn't take a lot of fuel now to move. But either way, we gotta slow ourselves down quite a bit now. I haven't actually taken the opportunity to fully appreciate Eeloo yet either. This is my first visit here after all, and I haven't even really looked at it outside of map view yet. So, we will, actually, let's get down to our periapsis first, and then we will start our burn and fix that. Time warp a bit. Right there. Alright. Let's aim this correctly to be very fuel efficient. There we go. There is our ship firing, and there is Eeloo, the Big Dirty Snowball on the edge of the Kerbin system, or the Kerbal system, whatever you want to call it, of our solar system that we can explore. So, we will bring ourselves we will try bring our velocity down a lot. I don't know where I was going with that before, but we're going to bring ourselves very close to the surface, or very low to the surface, and then we can, once we get our parking orbit, we can deploy our lander stage and basically hope that everything works. I didn't test any of this. Now is probably a good time to mention that. I did not really do any testing. And hopefully that doesn't end up being a problem. Now, we know we've got all of that full. We've got... Alright, let's just hope this is enough fuel. No point in delaying anymore unless I want to get even lower, which may not be a bad idea, but I don't know. I really don't know. Either way, I'm not going to land quite yet because I want to kind of land on the day side next time I come around. So I'll actually I'll time warp up to... Oh, I cannot time warp faster. Alright, I am getting some lag here whenever I time warp, and I think that's again due to fraps. I'm not sure what's going on with my computer right now, but anyway, I will bring you guys back when I decide how I want to approach this landing. Okay, well, I have decided I'm low enough and I just have to go for it. After much deliberation, I'm just going to hope we have enough fuel. So I decouple that. We can then activate our engines, gain a little bit of separation from our interplanetary stage. Hopefully this won't be the last time we are seeing it. Now I'm going to go and pick a landing spot. So, sorry there, Fraps was lagging again, but it is, I don't really actually know what's wrong, but it fixes itself every once in a while. So, what I want to do here is basically now start slowing myself down. And then once I fly over the desired landing area, we will slow ourselves down completely. Alright. This, I don't know. I was thinking somewhere up here, maybe? That could be good, yeah. Let's enjoy our flight over the surface a little longer. Until we get over to this little area here. I want to land right there so I can get a better look at those non-snow-covered parts of Eeloo as well. So, here we go. Let's start slowing ourselves down. And right there. Actually, we'll warp a little farther. Now start slowing ourselves down. And hope we can do that fuel efficiently enough that we are going to be able to get back up into orbit. I could have been more fuel efficient on this whole trip if I was confident I could land this thing with nuclear engines. But I wasn't. I don't know if I could, but either way, I decided against trying it. I was sure I could land it with these. Let's actually deploy our landing gear right now as well. And our lights might as well. Anyway, I was sure that this thing was going to be able to land, and so I decided that's better to be sure I can land and maybe not be able to return than it would be if I was sure that I was going to have enough fuel to get back, but not sure I was going to be able to survive landing, if you follow me. Anyway, slow ourselves down even more. And, yeah, we are hopefully going to have enough fuel to get ourselves back up into orbit after this. I think we should. Looks like we will not use up a ton of fuel coming down. We're going to have about half of it left, which is, I think, a pretty good amount after you land. If you can land and have half your fuel to get back up into orbit, you're probably doing alright. But then, remember, once in orbit, we have to dock with our interplanetary stage. But that is all for later, because first things first, we have to land this thing. And we start to see our shadow down there now for the first time. Coming in, finally, for a landing on Eeloo. I realize I haven't quick-saved in quite a while, and suddenly I am feeling a little more pressure, but that actually probably caused me to mess up a bit, and I burned a little quickly. Either way, we are now descending, and we can see our lights gleaming on the snowy reflective surface. Decide to turn them off just because it's light enough to see our shadow, so we might as well use our shadow. Alright, slowing down. Come on. Coming down, we have a little bit more lateral velocity than I would like, but, and I apologize that if I'm not talking in full sentences, I am more focused on landing this thing right now than anything else. Don't tip over. Don't tip over. It didn't tip over. It looks like we are going to be okay. And our SAS wanted to kind of tip us there, but now I think, oh god, we look like we want to tip, don't we? Maybe not. Alright, it looks like it's stabilized itself. At first, it was wanting to kind of lean that way, but we can now do what we came here for, which is to walk around on the surface of Eeloo. Oh, such a beautiful sight. They have actually successfully landed here. 4 of them will stay for probably the rest of their lives, and 2 of them will return. So, let's just get our Kerbals out here. Let's start with these guys up in here. Let's go Dudes and Kerman. Oh, I hope that antenna's not in the way. Oh, it is. Uh-oh. That's a problem, isn't it? I think I should be able to use my EVA to get back up. Let's hope so. Oh, there we go. The first Kerbal to take a step onto the farthest body in our solar system. I gotta admit, I am actually very excited that I landed this thing here. I have wanted to come to Eeloo for quite some time, and never actually got around to it. And now that I'm here, I want to take my time and enjoy it. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we'll be able to get back in pretty easily. Let's just not use up all of our EVA fuel. But we will definitely have to go take some surface samples and things like that, even though we don't need science in sandbox mode. But we have also, you remember, left this base here permanently. This bottom part will detach and it will be permanent. But, oh, I remember what we have to do. Dudes and Kerman has to run over here and get ready for it. Well, first we'll take a surface sample. Surface sample from Eeloo's surface. Oh, we don't get any cool little notification even, because it's not career mode. Either way, importantly, we will plant our flag for the first time ever on the surface of Eeloo. Eeloo! We did it, guys! Yay! We landed on the farthest body in our solar system. Alright. Also, let's see if the EVA report says anything interesting. Oh, yeah, there's no research and development. Either way, shh. It's breaking the immersion. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Alright, Dudesen has enjoyed his time out on the surface. It is now time for him to return to on board. There we go. And actually, oh, we can't do even any IVA there, can we? That is unfortunate. I would like to look out the window. But either way, let's look out the window, see what these guys are seeing. There it is. That is the view that they will have out this window for all eternity, unless the sun comes up or something, maybe. But, either way, that is what it's going to look like. Is it actually day here? This is as bright as it gets, I believe. Yeah, it is. We're pretty much at noon. So, this is as bright as it's going to get on the surface of Eeloo for these guys. But they knew what they signed up for, and they are here to do the job. So, that being said, let's actually get John Bart Kerman out now. We'll give each of these guys their little moment of fame. Whoop, and oh, he almost landed that. Oh, too bad he couldn't have landed on his feet. Oh, but he's just sitting there cool like he meant to do it. Alright, hop up, there we go. Come on, John Bart. I think your job will be to go and investigate, since we have a surface sample of snow. Let's go and investigate this brown area here. Just making sure that we don't either A, crash into the surface and die, because that would be unfortunate, or B, run out of EVA fuel and have to walk back, because that would take a long time. So, even though I know the surface samples don't actually matter, I would like to at least observe for my own personal curiosity what these brown areas on the surface are, or if it's just darker snow, basically. But we'll see, as we are coming up to one now. Oops, forgot I can't turn the camera while pushing forward. Alright, and it looks kind of like just darker snow so far, but hey, you know, it was worth an investigation. We'll grab a surface sample of it anyway. So we slow ourselves down now. And yeah, we'll have plenty of EVA fuel left to get back. Here we go. John Bart Kerman. And I'm getting a lag spike again. Oh, but it went away now. There we go. Alright, now slow yourself down, man. Come on. Come on. Slow down. Alright, we are now... There we go. Ready to just drop gently down to the surface. Right there. Alright. Come on down. It is difficult because you can't really see the shadow too well. The light kind of plays tricks on me here as I'm trying to land this guy safely, but there we go. Easy enough. We'll grab another surface sample. And, let's plant another flag. Just for the heck of it. I generally almost always end up deleting these flags later on. John Bart was here. Just because they are extra flights open that are kind of annoying. But as you can see, we have my flag that I have designed. It's the wrong way here, but I assure you on the dark side, it is better. It is the I Am Pepino Space Program, with a model of the Kerbin system there. We can see Eeloo on the flag, as we are on Eeloo in real life. Alright, John Bart Kerman. Woo! Alright, time to fly back to the lander, because you are not staying on Eeloo. The other guys are, and I will maybe eventually send a ship for them to return. Either that or send them some rovers or something at some point in the future. But for right now, I am much more focused on getting John Bart back to the lander, and then we can detach him and Dudesen and return them both up to space. Alright, I have got to start slowing him down now, I think. I don't want to use up all his EVA fuel. So, with that in mind, we may have a bit of walking to do. Who knows? But it's better than killing him. Actually, it doesn't look like we'll have that much walking in the end. Alright. And we are coming down a little slower now. It's also difficult, again, because it's dark and the surface is all white, to tell how high you actually are, or how fast you're actually moving. But, there we go. Quick drop down. And now I'll just... Can I sprint back? No. but I can time warp and run. So let's do that. I'll bring you guys back once I get John Bart here back into the lander. Okay, we are back, and we can see he traveled 3.8 kilometers on that little walk. But now it is time for John Bart to hop back up with hardly any EVA fuel to spare and get back on board. Oh, yeah, we have to dump some experiments, but not really. Just pretend. Pretend we're keeping them for, whatever, science. And now, first of all, we can turn this on. Now I just have to basically figure out. Oh, I've got to make sure that I get up into orbit. What the? Where's our? Oh, that's our ship. Where's our interplanetary stage? What the heck? Is that it? Oh yeah, I guess it would be. No, that's not it. Our interplanetary stage is gone. Did it crash? What happened? I have debris on, I thought. Unless, did it change to debris and get destroyed? Uh-oh. Guys, you may be spending a little more time on Eeloo than you had expected. Of course, something goes wrong. Well, we now, instead of having 4 Kerbals on Eeloo, have 6. And there may be a rescue mission in order at some point. I don't know. We'll have to see. We would have to send them a new interplanetary stage as well as fuel. Oh god. What happened to that? Did it it may have, maybe I have debris being deleted or something? I don't know if my settings got changed. I didn't think I had it. Either way, yeah, it's gone. Our interplanetary stage, our only way home, is gone. Wow. Alright, well, I will still call that a successful mission. It's just now a mission in need of rescue on the far edges of the solar system. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed the video and will like and or subscribe if you have not already. Thank you, and see you next time.